We're looking at homework from section 2.3. This is question number 16. The pie chart shows the responses of a sample of 332 small business owners who were asked whether their business has a website. Find the mean, the median, and the mode of the data, if possible. If any measure cannot be found or does not represent the center of the data, explain why. So, first we're going to find the mean. To find a mean, you must add the data values and divide by the numbers of entries. Since the data values here are responses, which are nominal data, they can't be added. Therefore, there is no mean. So the correct answer to the first question is that the mean cannot be calculated because they are at the nominal level of measurement. Does the mean represent the center of the data? Choose the correct answer below. The correct answer here is choice E. The dataset does not have a mean. Moving on to the median. Find the median. Well, to find the median, you must order the data values from least to greatest and find the central value or the average of the two central values. Since the values here are responses, which are nominal data, they can't be arranged from least to greatest because there's no quantitative component. So that means there is no median. So the correct answer here is choice B. The median cannot be calculated because the data are at the nominal level of measurement. And for the second question, the data set does not have a median. We'll move on to the mode. Can we find the mode? Well, the mode is the most frequently occurring data value. So in a pie chart, we would expect the mode to be the largest wedge. The largest wedge here is the yellow wedge, and that yellow wedge stands for the response no, but likely in 2017 or later. So that's going to be our mode. Does the mode represent a typical entry of the data? Well, the responses say it's not a data entry, it's the last entry, it's the first entry. When we say first and last entries, we're assuming that we can put data in order. Since this is a non-numerical response, it can't be placed in order from least to greatest. So C and D don't make sense. E doesn't make sense because we already said there is a mode. And B says it's not a data entry, but it is a data entry because the mode is always a data entry. So the correct answer here is A. The mode represents a typical data entry of the set. And that's your answer.